How y'all doing? It is Wednesday, baby. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We can get through this shit. I hope I can get through this shit. I'm telling you. The only part of me that's not hurting right now is my vocal cords. So thank goodness for that, huh? I had a hell of a time yesterday taking a tire off of a little rim and getting a new tire on that little rim. And it just about kicked my butt. And there's not a part of me that's not hurting this morning. I paid for it, but I beat that thing like it was Donnie himself. I just, whacking at it, baby, whacking at it. So, let's get the mail out of the way. I got 3 pieces of mail I want to brag on. The first one comes from Mark Pittman in Riverside, California. And this is pretty neat, people. Mark sent me, that's a meteorite. That's a meteorite found at Tungsten Mountain in Dry Lake, Nevada. And it was found by Mark Pittman in 2015. That's 2.3 grams of a meteorite. Baby, that's... My wife knows every time we sit around and watch TV and we're flipping through the channels and all of a sudden there's a special about space or something like that, baby, hold the channel. I want to see. I love the Science Channel and anything that has to do with outer space. That is really neat. That's going to go right next to my little truck with the blue dot on it. So I thought that might be neat when I saw that. And also got a card. This is from Paulette in Plano, Illinois. And that's a blue wave, baby. That's a beautiful card. And she sent her best wishes for me and Mama. And she included a nice donation in there to keep us floating along. We appreciate that very much. And we also got a donation from Mike and Elise Brelis in Sacramento, California. And she tells me that she sits around and watches with her 89-year-old mother. And she gets a hoot out of me. So, hey, Ludi, thank you for tuning in, dear. I appreciate it. And Mike and Elise, I appreciate that very much. Y'all have a good day out there and stay in the fight, baby. That's what I tell everybody. Nobody can stay in the bunker this time. Everybody has to be out on the line, baby, because we have work to do. We have a fight to win. Anyway, what's going on? Well, all our blue dots down in Florida there, we're keeping our thoughts on them. They got hit by Hurricane Michael this morning at a Category 4. And, baby, that's not a small hurricane. That's enough to do a whole lot of damage, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot to do afterwards. For those on the distant outreaches where you're safe but close enough, grab your chainsaw, your power washer, your rakes, and if you got a pickup truck, a chain and a rope to pull debris out of the way. And go lend a hand if you can, because there's going to be an awful lot of people that are going to need that. And they ain't going to all be able to be gotten to by professionals. The first responders are going to be your neighbors down the street from the next town over that just barely survived it and can lend a hand. So that's what you need to do if you're up around that area. Lend a hand whenever you can, because they're going to need it. Hit it with 155-mile-an-hour winds, baby. That's going to tear up a lot of stuff. Well, big news yesterday was Nikki Haley resigned. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Nobody knew it except Donnie. Donnie said there in the meeting there that he knew about 6 months ago. I call bullshit, Donnie. I call bullshit. There ain't nobody else in that cabinet, nobody, Sarah Sanders, none of them people knew anything about it. John Kelly, nothing. Didn't hear a peep about it. Donnie's supposed to have known 6 months ago. I don't think so, Donnie. I think you're trying to blow smoke up everybody's butt. But the big question is, why did she resign? Well, the big talk was, she wants to be president. She's a very popular woman. As a matter of fact, she's popular with Republicans, and she's pretty popular with Democrats. People liked her. She's got a 55% approval rating from the Democrats for her job in the UN. She spoke up several times against Donnie. But Nikki Haley, I think, had a problem. I don't think it's, she said right there in the meeting that she's not going to run for 2020, and she will be spending her time campaigning for Donnie the Dictator. Anyway, I got to thinking, and I don't think that's true, baby. I think Nikki Haley has an inclination that maybe so, Donnie's going to have a little trouble in 2020. Maybe after this blue wave washes over and we start having investigations in the House and things get talked about, maybe Donnie is going to have a few problems. And maybe Donnie's not going to be able to run in 2020. And wouldn't that be great if Nikki Haley was there just to step in and save the day, baby? She's a woman. Why would any woman in this day and age right now want to have anything to do with the Trump name? Get as far away from it as you can. Run, baby. Because it's smeared all over you. It's smeared because he's out there again, baby. He was in Iowa last night throwing red meat to his crowd. Now I'm talking, it was sickening. I listened to a little bit of it. I could not take much of it. I kept getting mad every time I was sitting there listening to him. I think she distanced herself. Yeah, he was talking about Ivanka. Let's don't forget that. Everybody's been talking about, that's what he said. Donnie says, well, you know, a lot of people have said Ivanka would be. Nobody said it, Donnie. Nobody in that White House walked up to you and said, hey, Donnie, wouldn't Ivanka be a great pick for United Nations? I don't think so, Donnie. Again, I think you're making up bullshit stories. Because everybody knows what that would look like. You said it yourself. Well, you know, that would look like nepotism. Really? You think? You idiot. But he did not say he would not do it. He said, if I did it, people would just say it was nepotism. Of course, Ivanka tweeted out real quick, I don't want the damn job, Daddy. Did you check with her? No, I don't think so, because there's a lot involved in becoming United Nations, Secretary of the United Nations for the United States. Ambassador, I'm sorry. For her to get into that position, she would have to be go through a judiciary panel similar to, or a confirmation hearing, just in the Senate, baby, just like we went through with Kavanaugh. Except they would really have to ask her about her finances and her tax returns. Oh, no. No. I think they talked about it on the news that Donnie probably got a phone call from somebody real quick after he said Ivanka and told him to shut his mouth, because if she goes, they're going to ask about tax returns. And if you ask about tax returns for her, oh, well, you know, the Trump organization and blah, 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 Donnie. You're in a crack again. Because you can't go in any direction if somebody doesn't want to see your damn tax returns to prove all the bullshit lies that he has said all his life. We have now found out his daddy gave him over $400-something million. Donnie never made a damn dime, except for selling shit to the Russians, I guess. He lost his ass on everything he ever did. He went bankrupt in a casino. How do you do that shit, Donnie? They're still open in Atlantic City right now, buddy. They're still gambling. All those other casinos did it. Donnie didn't. Donnie lost his ass and had to be bailed out. At that time, he started getting bailed out by Russians. And I think, baby, that's where it's all going to boil down to. He's been getting his money from them for years and years and years. They've got him by the huevos, baby. They got him by the pee-pee tape, I think. I don't know. They got him all over the place. And that's how come you never hear Donnie say a damn thing. And like I said the other day, all of a sudden he popped up with this shit that China's trying to interfere in our elections. Are you shitting me? Well, that guy out in California just got a little bit of time, not much, 6 months or some bullshit like that, for selling fake identities to Russians during the 2016 election, and how they orchestrated that whole damn thing on Facebook and all this, getting all the people have fake identities out there. I get them all the time. I'm still getting them. Are you shitting me? YouTube, I swear, I'm getting a Russian every time I turn around. When you get a comment from somebody and the language just isn't quite right, and you go to check out their page, got no subscribers, no history, no picture, no nothing. Either they're scared little Trump trolls, or they're Russian bots, and I don't really give a shit. I tell them what I think and get off my page. And but yeah, I get them all the time. And on that note, for all those people that have sent me friend requests on Facebook, I am at my max of 5,000 people on my friends list. Facebook will not allow me to accept another friend right now. And lately they won't allow me to share my voice any at all. This is 2 videos in a row, the last 2. I I've tried to share, and I was blocked, and I don't know why. I guess they don't like the message or whatever. I don't know. If they listen to Donnie, you know, as Democrats were an angry mob. That's what he was up there with, in Iowa last night, spreading that shit. And if you could have heard that, you talk about, you know, Donnie is really good. Donnie is really good at everything that he does himself. He turns it around and tries to call you that. You know, he's a lying dick. He accuses you of doing the same thing. Anything that Donnie does, he accuses the other side of it, and that's it. And that's where he's come up with this, oh, the Democrats are an angry mob. They're just an angry mob of people because we protest in the street, because we exercise our First Amendment right to protest. That's an angry mob to Donnie. No, buddy, you want to see an angry mob? You should have seen that last night in Iowa, complete with lock her up chants, build a wall chants. If you would have put Dianne Feinstein in that arena and that crowd with a rope, what do you think they would have done? That's what Donnie works him up into, baby. He was cranking out bullshit about the Kavanaugh confirmation and how Dr. Ford was a liar and the Democrats smear campaign and all of this. And the crowd started chanting, lock her up. Seems to me them Republicans aren't much for law and order. Seems like they just want to lock people up, lock Hillary Clinton up. For what? For what? Oh, we don't know. Because that guy said it. That guy said it. We all need to lock her up. That's what Donnie tries to motivate his crowd into. A frenzy, a meat-eating pile of people down there that are ready to rip anybody apart. Over what? A pack of lies last night. Lie after lie after lie came out of his mouth. Bullshit. In my life, I have never seen a more divisive president in my life. He works at dividing this country. He calls the Democrats every name in the book. We are the majority, people. Remember that shit. We are the majority. We don't have to take this crap. And we only have to take it for just a little while longer, baby. And that's all up to us. Because Melania comes out and says, if you ever accuse someone of something, show the evidence. That's what she's talking about to all the ladies. I do stand with women, but we need to show the evidence. I believe Stormy Daniels did there, Melania. I believe Stormy Daniels has showed. I think she picked his pecker out of a lineup. Little mushroom cap. Remember? See that on TV, Melania? You know, the guy that says he did not, your husband, who swears it wasn't true. He's a lying sack of shit. So why should you believe the women? Do you think the women are lying? No. I think Donnie the dictator is lying. 13 women during the election, during 2016, came out and accused his ass. His own mouth on the Access Hollywood tape. Oh, you know, when you're a star, you can do anything. You can grab them by the... Yeah, baby. That's what he said. That's the president that the Republicans elected. Third wife, screwed around on every one of them. Remember that family values party that the Republicans always tell you I'm telling you, the Republicans are nothing but a bunch of hypocritic, lying assholes. You can find them down in church every Sunday, baby. You can find them drunk in a bar on Friday night, though, but, you know, that's besides the point. That's, you know, Jesus says a little bit's okay. Hypocrites, baby. Hypocrites, every one of them, I think. They scream patriotism and don't know what it is. They think it's what I don't know what, waving a flag, carrying a Bible, growing corn. I don't know what you think patriotism is, but it's not the bullshit coming out of that asshole's mouth. Patriotism. That man didn't serve when his country called on him. That man did not pay the taxes that provided for all that we have in this nation. That's something that you should really think about. That man has never gave a crap about this country until he wanted to be president, until he wanted to be the man, the king. That's what he wants. He wants to be like Saudi Arabia. You tell me that if Donnie didn't have the chance, the opportunity to take a few of these journalists out, secretly take them somewhere and chop them up into pieces, I'm not too sure Donnie wouldn't do that. I'm really not. What I'm talking about is Jamal Khashoggi. He's a Saudi Arabian nationalist that was seeking to become an American citizen. He worked for the Washington Post. He's a journalist. Everybody's heard the story now that he walked into the Saudi Arabian embassy in Turkey and he didn't come out. Well, at least not in one piece. In Saudi Arabia saying, oh, we didn't have any. There's video of him going in. There's no video of him coming out. Our intel services has told us there were 2 planes dispatched from Saudi Arabia the day he went in there with 15 people and 1 bone saw. Huh. I don't know how they got that little piece of information, but that's what the story said. 2 airplanes, 15 people with a bone saw. That doesn't take much to imagine what happened there. They wanted him. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia wanted him shut up because he's been speaking out. And that's what journalists do. And it cost him his life, probably. Allegedly, they said. Ain't no sign of life, baby. Ain't no sign of life. And it just, when I read that story, it just brings up to my mind all the time, ever since 9/11. It's what the hell have we got in connection with Saudi Arabia, baby? Their society has no comparison to ours, no resemblance to ours. They don't believe in free speech. They don't believe in a lot of shit. But we let them slide every year, I guess, because money and oil, baby, and that's the thing in the world, I guess. Lost my thought there. I don't know. Just that guy disappearing. That's just really kind of, that's what they do in Russia. China's got some guy, the head of Interpol, nobody's seen in a while, but I understand he's still alive. They just want to talk to him. No, baby, I don't want to become one of those countries. This is our country. We don't allow that shit. We don't allow journalists to disappear. We don't allow the head of our FBI to be swept away and secretly interrogated by some other country or some bullshit. That's not going to happen. This is America, baby, and this is what we're fighting for. Everything that we hold dear for all of us, baby, all of us. That's the problem. There are too many people in this country that seem to put a caveat next to who an American should be. Baby, it's all of us. It's all of us that have the love for this country in their heart, the love for their fellow Americans, every one of them, in their heart. That's who we are, and that's who we need to remain being. And let me look down here on my notes and see if there's anything else. Melania. She's with you women, but hey, unless you got a photograph, somebody, an eyewitness description that you get right then, sign this, didn't that, you see that? Then you better not bring anything forward. That's the message there that they're putting out there. Unless you have some hardcore freaking evidence, your word is not squat. It doesn't mean anything. It does to us, baby. It does to us. Anyway, that's about all I got. It has been recommended to me that maybe this afternoon I settle down in my recliner and pour a little of that Big House bourbon over a little ice and relax a little bit. I might just do that. My body is about wore out. But the tire got fixed. That's the important thing. Doesn't matter how much you hurt. The tire got fixed, and I'm glad of that. I want to thank a few people: Anthony Marina, Travis Johnstone, and Terry Cannon, all who have recently made some PayPal donations, and we appreciate that. That reminds me, I have several times forgotten to hit that button, and because we want to thank all our Patreon members, the ones that provide that $1 a month and some more to keep us going and to keep this show going the way we want to. And I've got, I think Beto O'Rourke is coming this weekend. He's going to be here with Joe Kennedy. I want to get down there. I want to see that. I want to record down there if I can. There's things going on in my area. I want to get with Eric Olguin again and maybe get out and do some work with him. Wherever you are, be involved, be informed. That's the key thing here, baby. We all have to stay informed. This is our fight. Nobody stays in the bunker, baby. Everybody's got to be out there. And so until November 6th, which is what, 26 days away or some shit like that? We just got like with a little over 3 weeks to get this shit done. And he's going to be out there cranking his crap out every damn day until then. God, can you imagine how much we're spending flying his ass all over this country every damn day? That's all he does is play golf and go to his stroke-off rallies. I got the word shirts written there because several people have made comments. John, where can I get that shirt you're wearing? I don't know, darling. Every shirt you see me wearing, our Blue Dot family members have sent to me. And some of them are really outrageous. And I have got a lot of shirts, baby. Well over 100 and, I don't know, forgot the number. But I do sell shirts at... I don't know. I think my son's got something down there where you can buy an Are You Shitting Me shirt and stuff like that. Coffee cups. We do have a few coffee cups and a few shirts upstairs that we have left over. And so my son said the next time we're going to go live, we're going to give a few of those away in a random type drawing or whatever, just to hand out some D-Dunk there and get it out there where people like. Anyway, that's about all I got, people. And if I don't, I'm gonna wear my voice out, and it'll be hurting like everything else. Anyway, sun's shining down there. I hear somebody out over there with a lawnmower. So now that I got my lawnmower fixed, I'm gonna put one of my kids on it and say, "Go out there and mow that shit for me." And so I hope the sun is shining somewhere where you are. Keep those people in Florida in your mind. They're gonna go through hell into Georgia and on up where they had it before. So keep those people in mind. Help when you can. And pull together. That's what we all need to do. Y'all have a good day. Like, share, and subscribe. John Brittivo, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brittivo on Facebook. John Brittivo Speaks, Blue Dot Family. Go by there. That family is growing daily. I am so proud of those people over there. They are doing a whole lot to stay involved in this fight. So go by there and join the family over there, baby. We got lots of room. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. Out my truck window and anywhere else we can get this message out. Stay active, stay on the line, and we'll see y'all later, baby. Bye.